Good eye, Ender Dragons. This is a Transformers toy. And this is what T-Rex probably looked like. So I was wondering, how does this stack up to that? This thing has a lot of inaccuracies, but it does have some accurate things too, so I'll be just covering as much as I can. So, alright, so the first thing here is the tail. Now, this tail is really short compared to the actual length of T-Rex's tail. Another thing is that this is definitely just for design purposes, but it does have these spikes here, and those obviously probably weren't on T-Rex. Another thing is this giant gap here definitely was not on T-Rex. No, this is just a design of the toy, which for some reason has decided not to work properly for me. But anyhow, these legs are actually pretty good. I will say, I'm not entirely sure about this, but I'm pretty sure that this toe right here was a bit further up the leg, but that's a minor complaint. One thing that isn't right about the legs, though, is that you'll notice that they don't really blend into the body. They seem to just be kind of protruding out of it, versus real T-Rex, which probably would have had legs actually blended into the body, but again, that's probably just another design constraint of the toy, so I won't blame it for that. The body, this main body part right here, actually isn't too bad. It's pretty good in all honesty. It's nice and chubby like T-Rex was, although I will say these little bumps here probably weren't on T-Rex, and instead they'd probably have a little feathery coat that was barely visible, but still there. But, yeah, this isn't too bad of a main body segment. Unlike the arms are pretty much just entirely wrong. Like the legs, they kind of protrude out of the body more than they should, but again, that's just a design constraint of the toy, so I don't really blame it for that. They also seem a bit thicker than T-Rex's arms probably were. Honestly, just slightly bigger, but it's not too big of a deal in that size. And obviously, if you couldn't tell already, these arms, the hands, the wrists, they're facing downwards, which was not what T-Rex's arms looked like. T-Rex's arms were faced inward and were more straightened out rather than being kind of folded in on itself. So that's another thing wrong with the arms. Now, this head here, first thing I'd like to say is that this gives Allosaurus hatchet bite vibes, which Allosaurus did not bite like a hatchet. But this head, though, is really, really off. I'll start with the obvious thing first, the lips. I personally think that dinosaurs tend to look better with lips, but this one doesn't have any. You can see the teeth are poking out there, and it gives it a little overbite. The general shape of the lower jaw is alright. Eyes are facing forward, I like that. This does kind of look a bit shrink-wrapped, because Tyrannosaurus's head would have been a lot smoother, and the nostrils would have been slightly less noticeable. You can tell it's really shrink-wrapped, especially around this area right here. As a design, I do like it. It does really give the vibe that the character is going for. Just, it is pretty inaccurate in some ways. And that is pretty much it. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. I'd love to make more informational videos rather than just meme videos. But, hey, my goal is mainly just to entertain my audience on this platform, so if you want to just keep on seeing these dinosaur memes, or if you want to see more educational videos like this, then let me know. And with that, auf Wiedersehen.